All right, let's get back into this, everyone. The pajamas. Oh, that's great. Oh, books. I think I just hit continue. Right? Yeah. Cool. Nice. I do want to turn the volume down a little bit. It's like a little loud for me still. Music. We'll go down to 35. And then we'll go down to 45. I said 45 and I went down to 35. And I'll take this down to 55. We'll see if this is good. This should be good now. Okay. I need to go. I need to go. No. I think here. I didn't realize I was that close to it. Yeah. Oh, it put me right at the beginning of the village.
An inquiring mind.
There we go.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration.
No.
But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look.
I'm assuming this is for like consumables.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Uh-oh.
Nothing like finding just the right... If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
This stuff is expensive. Oh. Oh, you can sell stuff. I won't sell stuff just... Wait, is this mine?
Dressed to impress, I see. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
There it is.
I can't imagine how muggles get by without magic.
Revelio.
Ooh, chest. Okay.
Accio. Lumos.
Okay, what do I do with this thing?
Levioso. Reparo. Accio.
Dude, this thing is judging me hardcore.
Protego.
Oh, I do have to find the moth.
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, you can't. Uh-oh. There we go. Ah, here it is.
You could have at least got yourself thrashed.
Lumos.
Okay.
First employment was at Huntington.
Well, I messed up on some of these then. I thought you just had to use the light spell. What?
I used to help out.
Okay.
If I thought I could complete.
Can't vault. Got it. There we go. Is that meat? Interesting. Alright, the potions. Oh, and the meat. Oh, that's dangerous.
Revelio.
Level locked. Level locked.
Revelio.
So I think everything I need to go is like up here into. Ooh, what's this? Oh, yeah. It's one of the places. Cool.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Wait a second.
Accio.
I like the fish. The fish gutter.
Revelio.
I was going to assume there'd be another paper out here. Guess not.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions. Harry Pippin at your service.
Okay. I want to do these. Do these. Claim. Oh, I need one more. And then we go here. Interesting. Okay. Gear? Oh, this is a new thing. Offense 9. Interesting. $13 out of 20, but why is it locked? Where is this? Oh. Oh, there's like a little slot here for something. A trait. Very fancy. Very fancy indeed. Okay. Hate those. Nah, we're gonna stick with these. Oh. Yes. Fancy. I don't really like that one though. Alright, we'll talk to the dude.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you
so
those
he's the
recipes,
dealer.
shall we? What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory.
They're so
Or
expensive.
come back another time if you're in a rush today.
So these are ingredients. And these are actual useful things. And that's the only one I can pretty much afford. Interesting.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio.
Dressed to impress, I see.
Yes, I am. Why can you raise it? You can raise it like you're charging. What? Interesting. I need to turn around and go across a bridge. And to the left. There it is.
Accio.
I meant.
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Okay. Hey, how are you doing today? Listen, it was gonna take a bit more than a day to get the stream element spot and everything set up for YouTube. So next week, I will definitely try it next week. It's gonna be like a little weekend project, kind of. Did I just hop? No, I didn't. I tripped with style. How are you today, though?
Oh, hello there. Please come in.
Revelio.
Where's your scroll? I was gonna do it though. I promise. I looked into it and I was like, "This is gonna take at least like 2
if I could
days."
get away with it.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. But I'm not kidding. YouTube is kind of its own different thing. I unfortunately can't just click a button and have stream elements port over. I like stream elements though. I want to use it. Busy day?
Oh, hello there.
Pardon
Please
me,
come
sir.
in.
I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley
It's
arranged
fine.
for
I
you,
slept
sir.
in way later than I wanted
The
to.
dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts
Yeah,
as a
it's been
5th
good.
year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing
This
to
guy
see it all
reminds
as
me
one
of the
big
cabbage
adventure.
merchant
Well,
from
bravo.
Avatar.
Not everyone has
show.
the temperament to take things as they come.
I mean, he has cabbages in the
Name's
background,
Timothy
so that's
Teasdale,
probably
by the
why.
way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition
It
to
is good.
seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Everything in this game is so
Let me guess,
expensive.
You're after something fresh.
Like, I'm not gonna be able to afford anything, and I've been collecting like every chest I see. So this is the quest item.
Do have a look around. Plenty of
Okay,
ingredients to pique
this
your
is the
interest,
first
I
place where I
wager.
can afford stuff. But literally every other place besides
Well, that's
this dude's
everything.
vegetables,
Better go and find Natty.
it's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. It was insane. I don't know where I'm gonna get all the gold.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Meet Natty at the town circle. Also, we're trying to grind stuff. Yeah. Also, you can just raise your wand for no reason. Whoop. Whoop. It does nothing.
My cousin recently became an aura. Now he thinks he's better than the rest of us.
I have no clue why you can just raise it. I mean, it kind of looks cool when you're walking, but it's just weird. Yes, we'll call it that. Am I done exploring? No, I don't want to go meet the person yet. I want to go... No, where's the... I don't know the places. I want to go here. I'm gonna go there, and I want to go to the drink place. I forget the name of it. You can tell how big of a fan I am. Wait. I get to click the tree? Okay, cool. I clicked the tree.
Revelio.
We may not be scholars, but you could have at least got yourself dressed.
All right here. I love them making fun of me for being in pajamas. It sounds fine. It sounds better with the accent, you know, the British accent. Ooh. Oh, sweet, just for free. Can I do it again?
Revelio.
What? Oh, is that a chest? I'm gonna go rob this dude blind. Oh no, he's in here. Can I crouch? Is there crouching? I don't think there's. Is there no stealth? I like stealth. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just gonna steal your purple scarf. Eat some more nuts. Drink some more things. Oh, there's another one. Hold on, let me go to the pig. We gotta eat some more nuts. I think those are nuts. Yeah, those are nuts.
Revelio.
Does it have a name? It doesn't have a name. That is disgusting.
Lumos.
Eat some more nuts. Just gonna casually run this man dry. What's in here? That seemed destructive. Okay.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't get lost.
Lumos.
Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast Flipendo on a cow.
Flipendo might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had your hair done by Calliope Snelling.
If something threatens me...
Are they
first
talking
thing I do
about
is
cow
get
flipping?
Chores aren't so bad. I don't mind the odd one without magic.
I can't imagine how muggles get by.
Oh, remember last night when we made the wand the loyalty or whatever supple because it was funny? Yeah, apparently. And I don't know if this is a game mechanic. This is just talking to my sibling who's like a big fan of every Harry Potter and everything. Apparently, that means how well it's supposed to listen to you. So if it's an actual game mechanic,
Lumos.
that would explain why I can't do Lumos more than twice here. And that would explain that. And I should have chosen unyielding. I don't know if it's an actual game mechanic or if they're just doing it for fun. But the fact that if I click Lumos too quick here, it doesn't work. I'm going to assume, oh, hold on. Do I get to eat the nasty beans?
Society, are we? One would think clothes hadn't been invented.
Yeah, I am spamming it. You are right. What is this? Does weird stuff happen to me? That is so creepy. If you woke up at 3 a.m. for a midnight snack and this is what greeted you when you opened your fridge, probably need to be in an insane asylum. Just gonna eat everything. What was over here? Oh, the beans. No, even better. I get to float. Level locked. I need to go and figure out whatever quest makes me do the unlock locks thing. Oh, that's cool. Oh my. Hey, I'm just missing the walls. What does this do?
Revelio.
do look like I belong in one. What is this? That was weird. I'm not gonna eat that one again. I like the fire breath. Because that's useful, you know?
Testing the limits of society, are we? One would think clothes hadn't been invented.
Thank you.
Revelio.
It was fun to read the pages at first. But there's a lot of them. Oh, what's this blue thing? Oh, here. There we go. Fast travel. Is this one of those eyeball chests I can't open? It is.
Revelio.
Before I do that, I wanna. Oh, V-Sync's already on. Okay. I'm gonna try logging at 75. It'll be a little bit smoother, I think.
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Oh, danger. 1086. Well, this is at 1080. That thing looks awesome, by the way.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Sorry. Oh, now this is where I get to learn how to dodge. Cool.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Accio.
Oh, red is dodge. My bad.
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I let him do more of it.
I don't know what Z is doing.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, I'm picking up stuff. That's kind of cool. I need to rebind my control key. Oh, I'm low health.
Look, he's faltering.
Took him long enough.
All right, we need to make sure he stays that way.
There we go. X to invoke ancient magic. Oh, dude, I just vaporized him.
Goodness, a second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, wasn't expecting that, even though I should have expected that. Oh, this is the,
A moment if you would. Reparo.
I will see what he wants.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
I haven't used that one enough to be comfortable with it. That's so convenient.
Good as new.
The tech industry hates this one trick.
Reparo.
You have an iPad that's like
Less thing for
13
Officer
years
Singer to
old,
worry about.
just repair it. You just fix it. Dropped your phone, just fixed it. Where?
Reparo.
I don't really think this one needed repairing, to be honest. But I am gonna steal their potions. I do want to try something. Where's my Sorry, dust sticking off. I want to try this real quick. Come on. Why is it not working? My controller's not turning on. Just a second. I'm gonna. Is Bluetooth even on? What? One moment, please. Bluetooth. What? It's like Bluetooth was just erased off my computer. Or I'm blind. Oh, I found it. I'm blind. Yes. I'm aware. I just wanna try it out. Like I just played the Spider-Man games. Amazing. Controller all the way for those. But I'm just curious for this. 'Cause this did come out on console. Interesting. I can't get it to work. Oh well, that's fine. I'll try it out later. Too many keys. It might be. I got it to work. Okay. I just want to see. Oh, so it changes in the bottom, so...
Revelio. Protego.
What's the... Oh, so you hold this down to switch.
Levioso. Levioso. Accio.
I understand why there's holding now. I understand. This makes sense now for a controller. It's really weird with a mouse and keyboard why you can hold the wand up. But seeing the UI change down there.
Reparo. Accio.
Okay.
Protego.
Oh, I'm abandoning. What's dodge? What do you do? Ah. I'm gonna try it out for a little bit. Where's the entrance?
Revelio.
Oh,
We were
hello.
just talking about you.
Were you?
Dashing pajamas. You didn't buy those here, did you?
Why would I want to do that? I don't know. It's more relaxed. Uh-oh. I had this issue yesterday. I couldn't talk.
Protego. Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow
Apparently
me to
hitting
introduce
someone with a
myself,
spell works.
Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful.
Really?
I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes.
3 gear,
In
let's
fact, for what
go.
you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Alright, yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna go back to mouse and keyboard. Let me just... What is this? Oh. Oh. Let me just move my USB-C wire. I keep my wires stored under my monitor stand. And I don't really use the USB-C one for my controller that often because it's wireless. It's used for my school hard drive. So it's kind of a pain at the moment. There we go. Your current defense and offense are displayed at the top of the screen. Cloaks and robe. Equip a robe. This one has 9 defense or offense. Oh no, no more pajamas. I don't have enough for these.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Oh, yes. 100%. Yes. How much do I have? I need 20 more. I gotta go find some chests real quick. Yes. What are these? Hold on. Preview.
I'd say that looks as if it was made.
I don't like
for
this
you.
one. I don't like those ones.
I'd say that looks as
It
if
matches
it was
the
made
pajamas. Flamboyant cloak. I like it. Oh, I don't. Oh, it covers up the pajamas though. I don't like it.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Oh, I can actually afford this. I want the glasses though.
I'd say that looks as if it was made for you.
Okay, those are kind of cool.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular,
I'm
have
coming
earned
back
at
to this
least one
shop, though.
butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
That's the name
Wonderful.
of the place.
Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop.
Revelio.
Dashing pajamas. You didn't buy those here, did you?
Okay, I need to figure out the transmog
Please,
system.
come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know if I can do it yet. Gear. So I'm wearing this. Oh, hood on off. Never mind, I can look like a Sith from Star Wars. Yes. Okay, it's telling me to click this. What is this? Locked? Why is this locked? Level 9? I guess I have to be level 9 to wear this. Okay, but like, I don't know how how does the transmog system work? Like, okay, this ugly thing is sell for 30. Okay, so I can sell stuff.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take
Okay,
your time.
Buy, sell. Okay, where's that ugly scarf? Right here. Sell.
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Cool. I sold it.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to...
Collection, talents, inventory, owls, quests, settings, challenges, map. Level 8. Gear. Health. Broom, flying mounts, outfit. I have a new hat. I have a top hat. Okay, I have a top hat that has a bunch of defense. But how does the transmog system work? That's what I want to know. I don't quite understand it. Like I want like you're supposed to be able to have like the defense, but you know, like hide the hat. Or what if I come back here? Oh, F change appearance. The appearance menu allows you to assign different visuals to pieces of gear you own. Your selection includes basic appearances. I'm excited from gear you discovered as well as unique. Okay. So I can make this hat look like this hat. Or look like this hat. Or no hat. Okay, let's do no hat. So now I have, okay, I understand. So change appearance. No clothes. Okay. Oh, now we're gonna be in super pajamas. No trait applied. Change appearance. No scarf. Gloves. I don't need those. Okay. So because I have all the best stuff I have on, that's actually a lie. Hold on. Fancy. Change appearance. Oh, this is ugly. Okay. And we have all the stats. Oh, yes. There we go. And now I can sell stuff. I'm understanding now.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
So sell. Sell. Okay, buy. How much do I have? 780 now. Okay. I'm gonna buy the glasses.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise.
And the gloves. The mask is legendary. Oh, they're colors. I just noticed the colors. I was looking at the items. Can't afford that now anyway.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Yes. Okay. Dueling gloves. Honestly, I kind of like them. I'm going to leave the gloves on because I kind of like them. Glasses, though. This is amazing. And I can make them look like any glasses I've previously had. Oh my gosh, I look terrifying. If this if this dude walked up to you at school, you'd be scared for your life. Oh my gosh.
Dashing pajamas? You didn't buy those here, did you?
I wish I did. There we go.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
I had to walk that far. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? What are you not telling me?
Oh, I have a
All you need
surprise
to
for
know
you.
is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
I figured out the transmog system. And glasses.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
I love those glasses.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere.
Whatever that means.
Quickly, let's get
It's on your
inside the 3
face.
broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well.
That face bursting through the door.
Now, what can I... Oh. There's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome.
The glasses make that line so much better.
Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right.
I have like tears in my eyes from
we
that.
usually have to deal with.
Ooh.
Oh, timely.
The blank stare from those glasses.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
No one died but the troll.
Come, Theophilus.
What's he talking about?
The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy.
You need this.
Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
The close-up.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Some quests have open objectives with no compass path. Ow. Something's in my eye. I didn't get to read that. Oh my gosh.
Revelio.
Let me think. I can only do 4 spells at once. What does R do? Oh, Revelio. What does T do? Ah. I'm assuming I'm going to be able to hot, like, and then do 4 at once and choose which path I want. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4. Okay, so I won't be able to have everything equipped at once. I like that. Looks for like building. Building. That'll be useful probably. Okay, so oh, there's yellow, there's purple, there's red and blue. And then like light green and then dark green. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, oh my gosh, there's stealth. I love stealth in games. Like, okay, like I'll probably have, oh, I have Lumos and then Reparo. So I'll probably have like a stealth one on combat. What was that? That looks violent. Maybe I'll have 2 combat ones. Flipendo. Oh, so they did that to the cow. That's what they were talking about. Yeah, I could see why that'd be fun. But only once. Then you have to repair the cow. Transforms objects and enemies into alternate forms. Whether puzzle solutions or harmless knickknacks. What? I need to learn this one. That seems useful. So I'd probably keep the default one because a lot of like puzzles and stuff so far have used these. Maybe I'll get rid of Reparo. And then I'll have a combat light. This will be like combat light and then combat heavy, stealth, and then I don't know, building or whatever. So I need 4. So give me a second. Does that do anything? No. Does this do anything? Oh, the stream might glitch. There we go. Okay, that definitely does do something.
Lumos.
That's only there. All right. You're gonna freak out about my freaky control scheme here, but I promise it's gonna be a lot better. Where's dodge? I don't want mounts, spells. Dodge. F5. Okay, don't freak out. That's on my mouse. That's Revelio. I forget what that is. Oh, that's Protego. I'm going to see them. I'm running the stream at 160 feet so your Wi-Fi doesn't have a stroke. Oh. Did you ever get that Wi-Fi line installed? I don't know if that was a city issue or not. I don't remember. Sorry, but I know it was an issue. Hey, at least you're able to do it at 160. I know oftentimes it's not really up to my control. Protego. Lock on is caps lock? That's disgusting. I'll keep it like that for now, though. Heal. G? Why is that heal? I'll leave it. I'll see how it feels. Where's the wand combat, though? That can stay. Oh, spell set 1, 2. Okay, these are sets. So 5 through 8 or F1 through F4. Oh, interesting. I would kind of prefer like a... Oh, is this... Yeah, that's scroll wheel. Okay, okay, cool. I would prefer doing the scroll wheel then. That's fine. The company, not the state, so I install it. Oh, I'm sorry, man. It sucks. Okay.
Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Reparo. Accio. Reparo. Lumos. Levioso.
Charge is also extremely expensive to even consider it. Oh. I'm gonna do something. Yes. Where's spells? That sucks though. Hey, how are you? How are you, Dawson? Can I rearrange these? I can. What was the fourth one? Oh, no, no, no. I'm okay. I want Lumos there. What is this one? Levioso. That's... Where's the fourth one? There we go. Hot. It was 100 degrees outside. Ugh. How humid is it down there?
Lumos. Reparo. Accio. Levioso.
Oh, this feels good. This feels like Overwatch now that I put everything on my mouse.
Lumos. Reparo. Accio. Levioso.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and
Wasn't
I
that
hope you will
bad?
tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about
He
the turret attack soon
compensated.
if she hasn't already.
That sucks.
I don't want her to worry.
You must return to your common room for the night. Oh, I don't want to teleport. I want to walk back. It's like Hogwarts map. Okay. Well, at least the humidity wasn't that bad. I mean, heat without humidity is a lot more tolerable. Also, did you like my glasses in the cutscene? My glasses are amazing.
Lumos.
Pull some money from savings versions of new system parts. I have received an outpost. I mean, Wolfish Glitch here. He's one of my close friends. I helped him build a PC last year for 13 or 1400. And that was like from scratch. That's not like salvaging any parts he already had. 13? Yeah. Wait, was it you or your brother that had the PC that got doused by the water pressurizer? It was you. Yeah, yeah. That sucks. It's kind of funny. I know it was like an old PC that was pretty much dead already, but it's the equivalent of drawing eyes on your eyelids. Yes. I gotta read this outpost. Okay. Come and see me. Cool. Doused is a gross understatement. Yeah, probably.
Revelio.
No secrets in here. Good question.
Revelio.
My friends and I love to spend our evenings watching.
I hear it. It's right here.
That's all the picture's good for this year, sadly.
My favourite room in the school is the library. I'd love to have a house.
Don't store your old computers on the back porch. Hey, I don't have any problem with Azrock.
You'll soon learn that Kagama's
Azrock's not terrible, honestly.
When I'm in Hogsmeade, I always pay a visit.
If you were about to say, yeah, I found this green motherboard from AliExpress, you know, I might say something then, but oh, that's not ominous. I wasn't even near you. We're going in.
Revelio.
The Ravenclaw door knocker. To gain entrance to the Ravenclaw common room, one must solve a rather using one. No, I don't think that at all. When I built my first PC, the final two choices were between a actually, did I even? Oh, it was between Azrock and Oris, and I went with Oris in the end, but oh, that was me leaving the common room. Oh, whoa. It's just dawning on me that this is all the common room. Okay.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, the stupid. So up here are the bedrooms then. Okay, I understand. Level locked. You know, having a feather be stuck in a corkboard is a little ominous, kinda. Okay, so this is all a common room still. I understand. Level locked, wow. Intel or AMD, okay. Power-wise, if it's anything modern, like anything in the last like 2-ish years, 3-ish years from either, power-wise, you probably can't go wrong. AMD's a little pricier. Or I'm sorry, cheaper. AMD's a little cheaper. But you know, if you need it, like I need Intel's please, I don't want to talk to you. Like I need to use Intel's onboard graphics for my setup, but my setup's kind of a little extreme. But if you don't need onboard graphics, then AMD might be the way to go. But Intel's drivers are typically a little bit more stable. Oh, so this is okay. This is the room. Also note that I think if you upgrade an Intel chip, like if you have a board with an Intel chip and then you put a new Intel chip on it, I think you're usually pretty much okay. But I know there's something with the BIOS with AMD chips, but I think it's only in regards to upgrading and not getting rid of the board. Oh.
Revelio.
This is both like a weird cross between super fancy and also like disgusting. There's next to own for performance for programmers. I mean, it depends on what you're programming. I feel like I mean, for actual programming, I feel like it doesn't matter. It depends on what your end product is. You know, if your end product is websites, it probably doesn't matter at all. If your end product is Minecraft mods, it might matter a little bit. Or if your end product is enterprise grade software, you know, it probably matters a lot. I don't know what you code besides Minecraft mods, so... I don't like that this is a dead end, but this is cool that this is all like the common room. You don't need integrated graphics? Well, then you might be able to save some money.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Wall panel. Then you might be able to save some money. Go AMD. I mean, shop around though. Like my friend here, Wolfish Glitch. Oh, this is the way out. He went with the i5 12600K, and he's able to run like everything he wants plus more. Like he got like a VR headset off of eBay, and he uses that for VR. So like the new stuff is super powerful. Light Python work as well. I don't know that much about Python. I know it has no rules. The music stopped when I left the common room. Now it's kind of creepy.
Lumos.
Oh, not the math puzzle. The KF chips? Yeah. Those ones are without integrated graphics. I don't know if you can overclock those though. I just truly don't understand this.
What do you mean you won't be coming home for the holidays? Darling Aunt Philomena has come all the way from Guernsey! Well, the joke is on you, because now you won't be getting any of her goose and gooseberry pie! Ha!
I love that so much.
Accio. Levioso.
He's this way. Better turbos, overclockable, and without iGPU. Yeah. I think it's just the F, like, or the if there's no K. I think the K is overclock. You get the door for me. How kind, thank you. That's also standard AMD chips. Yeah. I personally just don't think you like. as long as you're in like that i5-ish range, I just from either side, I don't really think. I mean, I'm an Intel fanboy, but I just don't think you can go wrong with either. Of the newer stuff, you know. If you were to say I have an AMD chip from 2014, I would be like, hold on there, pal. Oh, this thing again.
Lumos.
I gotta find the butterfly. Yeah, that is true.
Might some kind soul help me?
No, I'm not gonna help you. I'm looking for this butterfly thing. Yeah, I heard briefly about that. I didn't look too much into it because, you know, I don't have AMD, so I didn't really care. But yeah, it's not good. That's just a cool statue.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, finding these stupid butterflies or moths or whatever they are is gonna be like impossible. Oh, I'm gonna go this way.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What do you want? Get away from me.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
An accident.
Lumos.
Apparently, a specific Asus motherboard model made to fit the newest AM4 socket has some production defects where a capacitor's contacts were soldered backwards. Wow.
Revelio.
Yeah, that oh, there it is!
Lumos.
Where's the painting now? Yeah, you gotta watch out for stuff like that. It's really unfortunate,
Oi,
but
can you help me?
no, I don't help you.
I'm dreading taking my transfiguration owl. Absolutely dreading.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the mission now because I clearly cannot be trusted with the butterflies. In Asus products. Yeah, no, I'm a huge Asus fanboy as well, but mainly for like GPUs and stuff. Honestly, the Aorus stuff has really gotten me. The Gigabit's Aorus brand. Now, the only bad thing I've ever heard about Gigabit is that their customer support is like atrocious. But as long as you don't have to deal with customer support, you know, their stuff's usually pretty fine. I'm on my second Aorus motherboard and my first Aorus graphics card, and I got no complaints so far. My biggest complaint about my graphics card is that there's actually both of them, to be honest. It's just, it's not enough RGB. I want a motherboard that's so bright you could see it from space.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking
Yeah,
with Victor
same.
Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Yeah, Amazon, Newegg, occasionally Best Buy, but not really. And if you're lucky enough to live near a Micro Center, I think you're in New York. I think New York has like 3 or 4, maybe 1. I can't remember. But Micro Center is fantastic. If you live near one, they could save you so much money because like buying like a CPU motherboard combo from them, like they'll just take off like $50. And their version of Geek Squad is like so much better than Best Buy's. Their version of Geek Squad is just literally no questions asked. Upstate New York, so no bueno. I'm just curious. I'm gonna look real quick. I know there's some in New York. No, I don't want to sign in. I don't want notifications. Oh, they changed their site. Oh, I got it now. They have one in Westbury, New York, Brooklyn, New York, Flushing, New York, and Yonkers, New York. If you are curious. I have no clue where any of those are, except for Brooklyn. I roughly know where Brooklyn is, but it's worth a drive though, if they're, within an hour or so. Because you could probably walk away with like a whole new system there and save probably a couple $100.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure.
Oh, of course it is.
But I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Interesting. 6 hours. That's really upstate New York then. Jeez. Wow. That sucks. Well, if you ever get a chance, Might be worth it.
I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back.
Do what? The little lock icon, bro? I haven't moved.
Revelio. Accio.
Whoops.
Perhaps I'll come back to this.
What's that paper? If my schedule wasn't congested enough, the ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student in Hogwarts. A 5th year, if you can believe. Oh. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor. I have assigned the task to you. Please be personally for details. I don't like the headmaster, man. Dude seems like a jerk.
Revelio.
Are you in pajamas?
Yes, I am. Wait, is that the friend dude? I think that is the friend dude. Where am I going? I gotta go down there.
Revelio.
Ooh. Where's the thing? Below.
Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Reparo. Lumos.
Do.
Revelio.
Ooh.
Lumos.
Oh, I did this one already, but oh, they revert if you don't put the. I like that. Helps me a ton. Yeah, if you don't have a Micro Center near you, unfortunately, Newegg is probably your best bet because they usually run a ton of sales. I know when I helped Wolfish Glitch here, Newegg was his friend. Was going. I gotta go down, but I'm on the same
Heard
level.
you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Yeah,
Don't get too
you'll do better in school if you just roll.
victory over seven.
Gotta roll with the
Only a
flow.
new student will to help me with my sad predicament.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to
Those
teach me,
classes, I
Professor.
love them so much.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Excuse me. When it comes to CPUs, you don't think you'd mind getting them used? They don't necessarily have huge wear and tear impacts as much as yeah. I don't. There's nothing wrong with getting a used CPU. The only thing to be concerned about is the warranty. But if it's new enough and you ask for a copy of the original receipt, you should be good even for the warranty. Well, you don't have to worry about that with Intel. Pins are just AMD. Cause like my first, I've never bought a GPU new, kind of. My first GPU was a 1080 Ti I got off eBay, and the guy was selling 12 of them because he was a miner, and it was just as the 20 series cards came out, and he wanted to ditch them all and get the 20 series. And he was like a legit like miner. Like he actually took care of them. Like he said like all the specs and all the undervolting, like he ran them, undervolted at 60% power, I think. And said they were in a cooled room and everything. And I asked for a copy of the original receipt because when I got it off eBay, the card was technically under warranty still. And from when he bought them.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Oh. And so it worked out good. The card was fine. It ran everything perfect for me until I upgraded I got it in 2017, 2018. And then I replaced it in 2020 or 2021. And now one of my buddies from school, I sold it to him for like super cheap during the GPU like crisis when all GPUs were like $800 more than they should have been. I could have sold the 1080 Ti legit for like $1,000, and I think I sold it to my friend for like $250 or $300. But he needed it. He was building his first computer, and I was helping out a bro. I don't want to gouge my friends.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Your sad predicament? The way you make it sounds like you sound like you're running a scam.
Levioso, Accio, Protego.
Where's the button again? Is it V? Yeah. There's so much up and down. I gotta say, Hogwarts needs some elevators. I'm assuming this once the students learn that little transportation thing, they can use that. But holy cow, you don't learn that until you're older. So like, you quite literally need elevators in this school. 5600X? Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's the astronomy tower, I think, right? I'm going to assume it is. I haven't unlocked it yet, so. That's the astronomy wing. So I'm going to assume that that's the tower. Oh no, that's the owl tower, I bet. Yeah, there's little flying boys. Spend the extra cash on that. Yeah, DDR6 will be out in roughly 2028-ish. So
ready for another round?
I think so.
Because I went all out for mine, and DDR5 had just came out, and I kind of overpaid for it.
I know.
Oh, that's so loud. I don't want to. I'm talking right now. But I did look up the dates at when stuff comes out, and new RAM comes out almost every 7 years on the dot. So I wouldn't worry about like DDR5 too much, because DDR6 will be out in a few years. So if you think you'll be in like a better financial position in, what is it, 2023, 5 years, you could just go with DDR4. There's nothing really wrong with DDR4 at the moment, and it's a lot cheaper, even though DDR5's come down in price.
Glad you're back.
May I use the training dummy? Oh yeah. I want to
Hello,
fight.
Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant.
Convinced you
How
there.
are you dealing with a partner?
Yeah, because I don't like I upgraded my PC in 2020 or 2021, I can't remember. So it's been a couple years. And I don't plan on doing it until 2028, 2029, because DDR6 will be out, and then the 7000 series. I told myself when I got the 3090, I'm not upgrading until the 7000 series is out. It'll be roughly around there too. I have this weird thing where I only like odd number NVIDIA cards. It's like kind of OCD-ish at this point. Because like 10 series was amazing. And then like 20 series was like, it was great. It was pretty okay. It had a lot of new stuff, but like 30 series was really good. 40 series, haven't heard a great about it, but I expect 50 series to be good. So I'll just wait for 70. I want to fight Sebastian.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Oh, that guy sounds way too young for how he looks. It seems every even-numbered series just flops. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pattern I've seen. Breakthrough violet shields with force spells, blue, like the summoning charm Accio. Target lock caps lock lets you track enemies.
Confringo.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Levioso. Levioso.
You're better than that.
Accio.
Leviosa.
Levioso. Accio.
I'm the one. What am I to do up here?
Oh, my wand is just straight up not working in battle.
Are you quite finished?
Accio. Oh, there goes my way.
A W.
Levioso.
Oh, I'm bad at this.
Stupid. Stupid. Accio.
Is that all you've got? Levioso.
Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Accio.
Act like a winner.
Accio. Levioso.
Confringo.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed.
I really
The other
didn't. I was really
duelists have
bad.
already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
But yeah, I would definitely just go DDR4. Just go like faster DDR4, like 3200 speed or above.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
Nicely done.
Levioso. Levioso.
Keep trying.
Levioso.
Oh, it's 3. I'm hitting 4 because it told me to do 4.
Levioso. Accio.
That was something.
Levioso. Accio.
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
That's all I had to do? That's all I had to do? She couldn't have just done that? Okay.
Are you in pajamas?
I am. They spelled that P-Y-J Amas. I don't is that how you spell? That's not how you spell pajamas. They spelled it weird.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Trolls.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor
It's
Hackett.
just the one.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Cool.
Good work.
I'm gonna keep this, and then I'm gonna... Oh, I haven't unlocked this yet. Okay, that's fine.
Incendio.
Fire!
Excellent defensive skills.
Hover over Incendio, hold, and drag it to your spell set.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Fire! 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 Okay.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Levioso.
How long is the cooldown on this?
Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Incendio.
Oh, his classroom. Yeah, maybe.
Incendio.
Like, I'm not even spamming it now. It's just super long. Right. No. I gotta go down. And then I gotta go up. And then up again. And we come over here. And we go up. I'm kind of remembering this place. Imagine how many people are late the first day of class. Okay, I'm gonna be late. Oh, I took a wrong turn. Oh, I just missed the staircase going up again.
Lumos.
Ah, there you are.
I wish that menu would go away in the bottom.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
He's bad, for sure. He has to be.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Ah, ugly hat. I want this cape. Oh. Okay.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Revelio.
Oh. I don't know if that's faster or not.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Yes.
Precisely.
Initiative.
You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Oh, the stupid prompt didn't go away. That's really bugging me. Hover over Incendio. I don't know. I have an idea actually. Settings, save. Exit to menu. I'm just gonna exit and go back in. That way, it all works. Okay, hopefully that got rid of the awful menu, and it did.
Incendio!
Why am I able to spam this now?
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Ah, you might be
Hold on
right.
now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting
Stealth! I'm so excited.
Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Yes. Yes. That's weird. You gotta keep like that arrow pointing the same way. I want to unlock the second row. Wait, where'd it go?
We must remain unseen.
Oh, nearby adversaries will sense and then investigate being caught. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. So now it really is like Spider-Man. Oh, they can still see you. I understand. Okay.
Quietly now.
Okay, they don't hear the giant wooden door open. Okay, come on, people.
librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Okay, this is weird stealth. This isn't like true stealth. Where is she?
Silent as a grave. Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be
Usually.
Right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Better not be a student in here. It's after hours. I do hope Peeves isn't...
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Oh. I don't understand this mechanic. I'm like invisible, and then I'm not invisible. It's a really weird sensation.
Goodness gracious, what a mess.
Oh my gosh, he just scared the crap out of me.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
She didn't hear like the giant chain. Okay.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Use basic cast WoW undetected to lure authority figures and enemies to aim mode. Oh, okay, so this is your basic distract.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
We must remain unseen.
Where? What ghost? Oh.
Accio.
Must we encounter students at all hours of the day and night?
Okay then. Well, that was the first time I ever failed anything.
I'll be quieter than a jobber knob.
Okay, I understand.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Oh, there's two. Ooh, there's a chest. No!
Should be in the clip. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to
Accio.
Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
This place is kind of cool. Ah, the judgmental chests. The eyeball that just stares at you. Oh, wait a second. I got new stuff.
Quietly now. Incendio.
Nope. Okay.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
That's weird. Oh, further in. This must be one big secret. To be in the dungeon of the library.
Levioso!
Revelio.
Why did you glitch out there?
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
I can see why someone killed him here.
Blasted
And he
Peeves.
just stayed.
I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Levioso!
No, I can't. Okay. What is it? It's this one. Guess I'll get rid of that for now.
Levioso! Reparo. Revelio.
I'm surprised they don't have like the painting snitch on you. Of course, it's even deeper. What is this place?
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
Hey, Firo, how are you today? You're good? I'm good as well. Ooh, big chest. Legendary? Patterned house robes. Not what I wanted. I like my pajamas and my crazy glasses. The Athenaeum. Oh, that's just a fancy word for library. The Athenaeum. I know that word. Oh, this looks like Skyrim right here. I love this. I've been thinking about ooh.
Levioso. Reparo.
Incendio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Oh, You just gotta slap it. Okay. No! No! Okay. What? Okay. But I'm glad you're doing good, Fira. Ooh.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Okay, that doesn't work. That's what I'm talking about.
Incendio.
Oh, that was some weak stuff. Oh, I'm in a tiny room now. Pajama Wizard. You just now noticed? Yes, I'm the Pajama Wizard. Ow.
Protego.
Hold on, let's try this again.
Incendio.
There we go. I want the lightning to come back. +10 combo. Ancient magic. And then, oh, it's like an ultimate. Okay, cool. And I'm low on health. Oh, I'm regenerating. Okay.
Protego. Stupid one. Stupid one. Levioso.
Whoa, how do I get over there?
Levioso. Reparo.
I don't want Reparo. Give me, that one.
Accio.
No. What? I don't understand that. Oh.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
I do not understand those bridges.
Nearly there.
Oh.
Best keep my wits about me.
Wait, I think you hit it once.
Levioso. Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Accio.
Oh. Oh, G to heal? That makes so much more sense. Goodbye.
Accio. Protego. Levioso. Stupefy.
Dodge! No!
Protego. Levioso. Stupefy. Accio.
Jeez.
Accio. Incendio.
Holy cow. Yeah,
It is a
yeah,
book
thanks,
after
Zero,
all.
for confirming that. I feel really dumb right now. Yes, the one book you need is just on a magical floating pedestal. Those glasses. Oof.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Oh, I know. It's like history repeats itself.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh,
A true
Sebastian.
friend.
What will your uncle say?
Revelio.
Can I get that from here?
Accio.
I can. Wow. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a little bit early tonight. So I will pick up here next week. It was fun. This is finally getting interesting, and it looks like we're finally getting out to tutorials. So I feel like it's a good place to stop. Yep. It was fun. I will see you all later. I'm just trying to see if there's any like chests or
Revelio.
anything in this room. There's a mirror thing over there. I hate those. Yeah, I will definitely try that out next week. I gotta get stream elements all set up and everything. It was a little bit of a longer process. I did start it today, or I started looking into it today, and I was like, oh, I can't just do this in like an hour. It's gonna take like 6. So yeah, I will try it. I'll probably stick with Twitch for Star Citizen on Monday and Tuesday. And then for Hogwarts, next Wednesday, I'll try this out on YouTube. Oh, it's daytime. We were there all night. I understand now. You don't have to hide. Yeah, I will try that out next week for sure. Cause I'm curious myself. It's been quite a while since I've streamed on YouTube. It's actually, I'm curious now before I end it. When was the last time I streamed on YouTube? was definitely after this. I actually don't know. Maybe like 6 months? Maybe 6 months. But maybe longer. It might be longer. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I will see you later. Have a good one, everyone.